It's now Sunday morning here in London, and the second full day of the Polyglot Gathering is about to kick off. I spent all of yesterday, more or less, crunched over the computer, so first thing now, I want to get a quick walk in the park. Got a bit of a clash this morning between Siddi's talk on Basque and Maria on Kann man eine Fremdsprache kostenlos lernen? I think I'm going to try and hop between the two.
Kann man von null zu fließenden Sprachkenntnissen gehen, ohne Geld auszugeben? Lass uns nicht vergessen. Sprechen ist kostenlos. Das ist immer kostenlos. Und das kann man auch online machen.
The people like this should be admired, and really, young lady speaking so many languages, being so enthusiastic and trying to find her own ways, which are free.
I have some examples here, useful ones. So, Euskara ikasi nahi dut, I want to learn Basque. Oso polita zara, you are very beautiful. And the classic, nire airola baingailua aingires beteta dago. My hovercraft is full of eels, and this is from Omniglot, and you never know when it can be useful.
I'm learning now Italian, Basque, and Japanese.
And did you just get interested in Basque? And
I've learned it for 3 years actively, and loving it.
Ser modus ar einsia.
I can't in Basque. I can't switch.
I'd just forgotten until now that you're actually doing Basques.
Very, very slowly.
Yeah,
so.
I know. It was fascinating. Nobody should die not having studied Basque, in my view.
No, I just...
Cámara está normala,
Surre liburu beria oso maite dute ezda sorionak, bai?
Bai, eskerrik asko hori ezin dut sinesten hori ez dakit benetan.
Nicola is just starting now. He's talking about self-mastery in language learning.
So you need to master your daily practice, your daily routine, what you do every day to become, to get closer to your goals and to achieve them.
Ich finde es gut, weil ich bin Ingenieur und ich mag irgendwas Systematisches.
Match your goals in the language learning. And what was most interesting was that they actually divide the activities into two categories, like the ones that you can do when you're actually not like you're short with time or you're exhausted or you're tired, and then there are activities where you can use more your brain power and do more when you're time.
Now, I haven't started learning Klingon, and I can't say I'm planning to, but I'm really intrigued, so let's try and sneak into the chat room.
No, America Michigan duck, Vedapu, Edge, Massachusetts duck, Vedapu, Edge, Rhode Island duck, Vedapu jet,
Rhode Ambai.
Rhode
Island of Amba.
Ambai.
Rhode.
Dydy Klingon ddim yn anodd?
Dydy Klingon ddim yn anodd. Yeah. Mae Klingon yn rhesymegol iawn, ond mae ynddo mwy o llawer o bethau rhyfedd a bethau newydd.
I really wanted to do the Klingon thing, but I had some trouble logging in, so I missed the beginning of it. But what I got was really fun, so I will go back to that for sure.
But there was your friend and mine, Mr. Andre, he making the live long and prosper Klingon one, yes? So they were talking away to each other in Klingon. First time in my life I hear not actors of Star Trek with reading from scripts, but people live, and they are talking in the Klingon. This is really something what, you don't see every day.
I'm not big on constructed languages, but I am kind of curious about what goes into making a language, because a lot of constructed languages really do draw from real-life linguistic examples.
I wanted to join the Klingon, but there's an interesting talk going on. I'm just curious to hear the sounds of Klingon and see what kind of interaction would take place there.
Chesko's talk has just started. He's talking about an iconic language beyond emojis for the future of the internet.
The Indian guy can add at least an iconic translation, stop, don't enter, and the Chinese child understands, and so he's saved.
Because if we can create a universal iconic language, then why not take that the next step and create a universal sign language?
Why do people think that Portuguese from Portugal sounds like Russian? That's what Piotr Kios is asking in this talk.
Em sílabas átonas também podemos encontrar o O aberto. Por exemplo, em palavra tão básica como olá, obstáculo, ocupado, oceano, hotel.
But if you personally in the space of somebody, it create. I see you got the same book as me. Look, 1 second.
Chat rooms, but I did, and there was a Spanish one I went to. It was very welcoming, and they encouraged lower level speakers to talk, and I talked quite a bit. I went to the Chinese one.
I speak Russian, but I haven't practiced. Now I want to start practicing Russian and Greek also.
Look.
Absolutely, you've got very good eyesight, Professor. Your memory may be going, but your eyesight certainly isn't. In English, we say snap. We say snap in English when that happens.
Snap.
Snap. Very good. Yes.
Very good. Derek offered.
Derek offered. Yes. Several books. Yes.
Yeah. He offered to make more book, but they say no. This one is enough. No, it's a joke, really. It's very good. Very good. Look, this is my. I keep in it my spravachnie. Look, here's my Russian document. One time I make a big exchange of rubles, more than 100 rublei, I'm telling you.
Now, the first talk for me after lunch is Andres Arisek on how to develop your speaking skills without actually talking.
I don't force myself because I create sentences which are meaningful or interesting for me, or which present some nice memories. In general, I don't create sentences about what I can see around because it's boring.
Aber klar, also wenn du jetzt sagst, beispielsweise du hast schon Französisch und Italienisch und Spanisch und du willst jetzt Portugiesisch lernen, und dann würde ich auch von Anfang an sagen, benutzt diese vergleichende Sprachwissenschaft, und das würde dann sich auf jeden Fall mehr lohnen, als wenn du deine erste romanische Sprache lernst.
I have several of those. The older, the better.
Yeah, the older, the better. Exactly. Oh, that's brilliant. The only problem is what you show me have got all the Japanese in it.
Well, that's true. That's true.
It's a lot of adaptations to Japanese. I bet you don't have the right number of Jojo. Wait a minute. I'm showing you something.
Have you found anyone to speak with in Ladino?
Malorosamente, de ainda no topí ningunos, ama creo que el próximo año
voy a tener la posibilidad.
What's next? It's this.
Together, news that fire together, wire together. So in this context, let's think about learning as building a library of chunks. So these chunks then will be for your brain, networks of neurons that fire together.
It's not about your physical, like what you are born with, but you can also train your brain. But the only thing you have to know is to know how to do it.
About halfway through putting it into Goldie's method. Very good to use with Goldie's method, these books, but they really are what is separating the wheat from the boys. When it comes to this kind of, getting into the higher registries of the language. So.
The next talk for me is on speaking multiple languages from day one.
Y lo más importante, la cámara fotográfica para los recuerdos. Cuando arriba el incrocio. Giri a sinistra. Nous avons appris le basque dans 3 langues différentes. On s'est bien amusé, non?
I've been learning Italian, German, French, Arabic, Spanish at the same time.
Olen kuullut ihmisten puhuvan tästä tapaamisesta internetissä ja podcasteissa, ja nyt on kiva tavata kaikkia henkilökohtaisesti.
And some quite rare languages as well was being practiced there. I took part in Indonesian, obviously a little bit in Russian. I got help from my cat, who was joining in that chat room, language practice room.
When can I say I speak a language? That's Richard Simcott's topic this year.
Just when you think you're fluent and there's no more to learn, you turn a corner and you spot another set of stairs leading you up a mountain.
How do people's opinions of what speaking is affect that? And I had a lot to take away from that for my own language learning, and also I think it's probably in my discussions with others about language learning too.
Things aren't quite over, but now we do have the closing ceremony. That's kind of sad.
It's far from the live version. Imagine 1,120 people took part this time.
The event has formally now been closed by Peter, but there's still Polyglots Got Talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome on board its flight, taking you today to the Polyglot Gathering. Ringraziamo per aver la base era très chaud, en espérant que media. El tiempo estará muy bien, ya que la temporada todavía circa esta aproximadamente una hora. Y habrá 15 graus, y esperamos que os senhores tenham um bom voo. Muito obrigada.
That was nice, and I was singing along too.
Hello everyone. So tonight I'm going to cook tiramisu, or at least try to do it in 4 minutes only, okay? The best part of the tiramisu is our mascarpone cheese here. There we go. And there we go. Our tiramisu is ready.
So in English we have Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. In French, les chaussettes de l'archiduchesse sont-elles sèches, archi-sèches? Dutch, die Koetsier poets die postkoets. And in Cantonese, go 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 go.
Yeah, of course you need to get your pronunciation right. That's obvious. But I think the most important thing is to never, ever take yourself too seriously when you're learning to speak another language.
My hands spread like wings as I run to the sky. The mountains now beckon to meet them up high. The summits ablaze with
me too. And remember, even if it is online, it is still a stage. So you still have to have courage, even a bit more, to perform on this. So congratulations to all the participants. And thank you to all who watched us.
Они очень хорошо подготовились, мне понравилась подготовка, но то, что я не могу на самом деле встречать людей и на самом деле говорить с людьми, это было очень печально, очень.
So I felt this atmosphere, and today I already feel a little sad that it's over, but still the real interactions, real contacts, they are much better, and this is a little thing that I've been missing during these days.
I wouldn't say it's replacing the personal conference. I would never say so. But it was really cool. Really, really cool.
Lee, this was your first time at the gathering, online as well, so an unusual starting experience. How was it for you?
It was absolutely fantastic. I really take my hats off to every single organizer, every participant, every presenter. I think it was absolutely fantastic. I learned so much, a lot more than I actually expected. I went into it thinking that there'd be a lot of repeated information, but it was really, really good. I feel like I learned a lot, especially about linguistics. I put some of my languages into practice, some that I haven't practiced in a while, but it was really good. Brilliant, yeah.
Du coup, pour moi, ça m'a beaucoup aidé que ce soit en ligne, même si je sais que c'est pas du tout la même chose. On n'est pas vraiment au contact des gens. Mais du coup, j'étais vraiment contente de voir qu'on était plus de 1000 personnes à être ici et du coup, encore plus de nouvelles rencontres, de nouveaux contacts.
Muy bien organizada, llena de gente, muy dinámica y con mucha diversidad.
This has lived up to it in spite of the fact that we've all been pretty much in our living rooms. And I can't explain it, but it's been brilliant.
Come ti senti al fine del Polyglot Gathering?
Mi sento molto ispirata e non vedo l'ora di andare in Polonia l'anno prossimo.
Ωραία ήταν φέτος για το Polyglot Gathering online. Και του χρόνου.
Eu estou muito maravilhada com o Gathering, especialmente com a comunidade, mas também com as palestras, que são todas muito incríveis.
Ja, sicherlich. Eigentlich dieses Jahr würde ich in Polen sein, persönlich. Aber leider hatten wir dieses Problem. Aber nächstes Jahr werde ich dabei sicherlich sein.
Assolutamente, anzi c'era l'opzione di tenere il biglietto per l'anno prossimo, il biglietto l'ho mantenuto, quindi 100%, anzi 200% ci si vede l'anno prossimo in Polonia.
Nemůžu se dočkat, až příští rok přijedu do Varšavy a uvidím se se všema těma lidma, který jsem viděla na obrazovkách naživo.
รู้สึกประทับใจแล้วก็ได้รับแรงบันดาลใจในการเรียนภาษาต่างประเทศจากคนอื่นมากมายครับปีหน้าเจอกันที่โปแลนด์นะครับบ๊ายบาย
G'day Martashiv, how are you guys doing? It was an absolutely amazing Polyglot Gathering, and I was so happy to see the interest that everybody had in the Irish language. And I look forward to a lot more events like that and to joining you all online. Gunarian Boherliv, best of luck to you.
Donc, merci beaucoup pour vos idées.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Kiitos paljon. Näkemiin.
Näkemiin.
Und ja, okay, vielen Dank nochmal fürs Gespräch.
Danke dir.
Muito obrigado.
Não, imagina, obrigada a você.
Diolch yn fawr I ti, Karen. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois. Au revoir.
J'espère. Au revoir.
Agur.
Agur, agur.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
До свидания, до скорого. Пока.